scripture, it's mechanical icon, spiritual punk. It's not just a job, it's about spunk, funk, and kinetic junk. It's not just scripture, it's mechanical icon, spiritual punk. It's not just a job, it's about spunk, funk, and kinetic junk. It's not just scripture, it's mechanical icon.
Hello, I'm General Lee speaking, Curator General of the Museum of Kinetic Art. The Museum of Kinetic Art was founded on the principles of available resource technology. Since the beginning, objects that had lost their way found their way to our doorstep and were given a new life in theater as characters, costumes, and instruments of the Matt Bevel philosophy. My name is Ned Shaper, aka Matt Bevel, and I'm basically I have my own one-man theater company, kinetic sculptor, performance artist.
Same time, same station. I need a vacation.
I actually wanted to be an airline pilot, and I went to school as a physics major, and somehow I hurt my back and rethought things and ended up drawing all the time, and I drew for years, moved out to Tucson, realized that I didn't want to put artwork on a wall because I sat there once in a booth in a self-portrait show, and I watched everybody just talking about, it's like I needed to be an artist where it's more active. I wanted to hear the response of people immediately, so I sort of moved into theater. And since I had no money, I built everything out of junk, and now I have a museum of kinetic art made out of found objects and 52 characters and over 400 pieces. I have no idea how I became a performance artist. I never did theater before, but obviously this is what I'm supposed to do. I'm just channeling the wisdom of the junk.
Commander Bevel was a lot like his father, Admiral Bevel. The mad daddy who thought about things he didn't have to. An unlucky God, very lucky to be here.
After I graduated from the University of Wisconsin and I came here to University of Arizona, I took printmaking. Somebody told me once before I left Wisconsin that you should do lithography because you get these beautiful colors. So I took lithography here. I was looking for a gallery to show two-dimensional art, and a friend of mine was a sound designer at the university, and somehow I actually got an old burlesque theater that was part of the theater department here. On Park Avenue, they had these two old burlesque theaters. And the guy said, well, you can use this for your show. And the back of the theater was like 30, 40 years worth of props from, university plays and stuff like that. So I just went crazy creating these contraptions and making things move, and I had actually pastel drawings that I turned into machines. I had a big mouth that opened, and I was making camshafts. And it's interesting because I never really worked on mechanical things as a kid, but my father designed the world's largest machines, basically. My dad designed shipping cranes, and he worked all over the world. So I grew up not making things, but I grew up watching my dad design cranes. So I had no tools, but I would make things, and that's basically my MO, is that I make things work that are incredibly rinky-dink without any tools. I used to say that most people carry more tools on their bicycle than I had. I was a messenger in Manhattan, and then one day I don't know, I sort of got fired or quit, one of the two. And so I decided, well, I'm making this crazy contraption, and I made this thing that was this weird instrument, and it would crank, and a hand would come out, and I had a propeller hat on. It was like, I'm just gonna walk around the city. Because of this thing I'd learned in Tucson, I had this idea, well, I'm just gonna watch people's eyes. You know, this is just an experiment, this is research. I'm just gonna watch people before they see me, and then watch how their reaction changes after they see me, because they don't know what I'm doing. And that was an amazing, amazing research project and lesson. My form of theater is not like other people's theater. First of all, it's not based on characters. It's not based on a story. Everything I say is poetry that's sort of, I put my poetry together like I put my junk together. I just like use phrases and ideas and I paste them together. Just stepping up the security, ma'am. Citizen Beat, Volunteer Street Watchdog Force. Heckno Techno on duty, serving humanity with Community Vortex. All things show up here, an eddy of what's happening. Things got turned around. Heckno Techno. Heckno Techno. Heck, no tech, no. Picture me on my friend Flickr, giddy up on my equipment, striking famous cowboy poses, up and down we go. Congratulations, you've succeeded in reaching the Bleed Center. This is Hemo, the 7-foot mosquito. You'll be his host for today's extraction. We'll be coaxing substance for your flowchart before you know it. But yet, when you get done with watching, I think what it is that people don't really, if you ask them what I said during a theater piece, they couldn't tell you what I said, but they felt like a message. There was a message that was laid out for them. They felt like something profound happened.
What would I say? What could I say? What am I saying? There is no easy answer. You get service with a smile at the Bevel Cafe. The image is priceless, but affordable. Feel right at home. Cup of the house, blend friend. Cup of the house, blend friend. Or maybe you'd like a strong cup of Peruvian mocha. Do the polka. Take a spin in the universe within. There's always something to think about. I'm Don Janelles, the coffee guru. Good night. Good night.
Every blessing is a curse. Think of people as plants. They come around at a plant's pace. After all this, they still wrap themselves up in the same stunned security of grief. All things we know have a built-in clutch, so they don't strip gears when they get too much. Mother Nature's, vous êtes mon pet pivette. All things we know have a built-in clutch, so they don't strip gears when they get too much. Mother Nature's, vous êtes mon pet pivette.